you viewers, and welcome to our lesson today. In this lesson we want to check on combined operation in all numbers. The previous lessons we've tried to tackle the operations, single operations that include addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now when we talk of combined operation, we are finding that the four individual operations are brought together in one question. That's why we say combined. They are all appearing in that question. Now, in combined operation, there is a general way in which we can obey the orders, because when we just give a question, then we say solve, each student will come with his or her own answer, but we need to find a common answer as a class. So there's an order in which combined operation must be followed for you to arrive to the answer that we desire. And that order, we always do this thing. Combined operation has 6 things that we must understand. We have bracket first. Then we move of. Of is followed by division. After division, we go to multiplication. From there, we will go to addition. And lastly, subtraction. This one is last. Now I want you to see something here. When I underline the first letter of each operation, we can see the 4 that we've studied: multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Those are the 4. Then to those 4, another 2 are added. Now, taking the first letter of each operation in this order, we will have what we call BODMAS. We have B for bracket, O for of, then D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, and S for subtraction. We can see that bracket comes first and subtraction last. This order must be followed the way it is for you to arrive to an answer that is common. We can say a universal answer for our class. Yeah. Now we are encountering the word of. Some of you may be surprised because bracket is just this one, division, the one we know, multiplication times, then addition, then subtraction. Those ones we know. But the word of here is used. Some of you may not know. When you have the word of, it simply means multiplication. When we have of, in any case, just carry out the normal multiplication. Now, when you understand that, I want to move to an example. Let's take the first one. Example 1. We have 20 minus 4 times 4 divided by 2 plus 3. We are dealing with combined operation. Hence, in this question, you'll see that we have subtraction, we have multiplication, we have division, and we have addition. This one. So the all 4 are combined together. Someone who doesn't have this knowledge of BODMAS will just solve it the way it is in this order as it is moving to the other end. And your answer, you can bet, will be wrong. Now this one enable us to get a common answer. So we will write BODMAS for you not to forget what you are supposed to do next or first or last. So when we have BODMAS, then we have our operation here, 20 minus 4 times 4 divided by 2 plus 3. In this one, there is no bracket, but I'll introduce bracket to show the operation that I'm tackling. Like when we check BODMAS, there is no bracket, there is no of. So we have the first one to be division. Then I'll identify where to divide. So I use a bracket to identify where the operation is. We can see that we have 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2, the answer is 2. After doing that, we again rewrite the operation, those which are remaining. After division, we should be able to move to multiplication, and we can see that we have 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is giving us 8. So we have 20 minus 8 plus 3. After multiplication in BODMAS, we are moving to addition. And here, student, you have to be keen. We can see we have 20 minus 8 plus 3. What is the secret there? We know that a number is described by the sign before it. Like this one is minus 8. This one is positive 3. To your standard, you should be able to only add those with positives is when you subtract, because this one is minus. So you cannot take minus 8 plus 3 at your level and get the answer. So what we will do, we know that this 20 here is positive. We will take positive 20, add to 3, which is also a positive, is when we subtract 8. You must get this, that here 3 cannot be added to 8. This 8 is minus 8, but this one is plus. So we will take that which is positive and add to the another positive one is when we subtract lastly. So we will have 23 minus 8. 23 minus 8, the answer there is 15. Example 2, I can start there. We have 8 squared plus 8 divided by 9, then plus 8 again. Now here, there is something new which is being introduced, and I must be able to explain it to you. We are seeing that there is 8 squared. You now know square because we've done it. You can square 8 and find the answer. We have 8 squared plus 8. Then 8 squared plus 8 is divided by 9. So the answer we are getting here is when we add to 8. This one is outside this operation. It means you must first find an answer here is when you add to 8. Don't just take 8 plus 8 plus 8 is when you divide by 9. That will be wrong. You first solve this part is when you add to 8. Now in this, we have two things. We have the upper part and the downer part. We've not done fractions, so you may not be aware of what we are talking about. But I want to tell you that the upper part, we call it numerator. And the downer part, sorry, let me use lower. The lower part is called denominator. I'm saying this because you'll find an operation where on the lower part we have more than one digit. You'll also find an operation there. Let's say 9 times 2 divided by 3. Then there's another number x, y, z. So you can see that you also have to solve this and solve this. So the answer you get up there and the answer you get down becomes simpler for you to solve easily at the end so that you have an answer. So always remember, when it is in that way, we have a numerator and a denominator. In this, we will solve the numerator first, solve the denominator, then combine them. Then the answer we are getting after we've combined them, we add to 8. Now this one, we will solve this way. We have numerator is 8 squared plus 8. First, what is 8 squared? That is 64. 64 we add to 8. The answer we are getting is 72. Then the denominator, we have 9. In that we are taking no operation because it is just a single digit. But in a case like this, we will have to solve through BODMAS. So we will have 72 over 9, then we add to 8. So 8 squared plus 8 over 9 is reduced to 72 over 9. In this case, we can see that division comes before addition. So we will have to divide this before we add there. 72 divided by 9, the answer there is 8. Then 8 plus 8 will be 16. So 16 become our answer. Always remember to add 8 after you solve the first part. Let's move to example 3. Example 3. In example 3, we have 8 into 24 minus 20, then plus 3. All of it is not plus 3, plus 13, sorry. Plus 13. The whole of it is divided by 3. Now you can see that this case and the previous example are different. In that we were adding 8, but it was outside the division. In this case, it is combined to the numerator, then we have a common denominator for them. So we will solve the numerator first, and remember to obey BODMAS. So in the numerator, we have 8 into 24 minus 20 plus 13. You will agree with me that there is a bracket in it. So that bracket is solved first. In that bracket, we have 24 minus 20. And 24 minus 20, the answer is 4. So that 4, outside we have 8. Then on the other end, we have 13. Again, in this case, we are going to break the bracket. Breaking that bracket is multiplication. You will multiply what is outside the bracket by what is inside, or with what is inside the bracket. So we will have 8 times 4 plus 13. 8 times 4 here, that is now multiplication, though it is still part of breaking that bracket. So we will have 32 plus 13. 32 plus 13, the answer there is 45. Now, our numerator here is giving us 45. We know the denominator is a single digit, so we will have the denominator as 3. Then we combine 45 over 3. The answer there is 15. Maybe the last example. That one is also a simple one. That is example 4. Example 4 is 196 divided by 4 over 7 plus 7. Again, example 4 is similar to example 2, where we have a number outside the division. So we will have to solve this part first, is when we add that which is outside. Now here we have numerator, and in the numerator we have only one operation, that is division. So you can just do it cheaply that way. We have 194 divided by 4. We've done division. So if I take you through long division, you may not be surprised. We have 194 divided by 4. We said 4 is the divisor, 194 is the dividend. We need a quotient up there. 4 into 19, because 4 cannot divide 1, we will find 0. So 4 into 19 is 4 times, but 4 times 4 is 16. This is 196, sorry, not 194. We will have 16. So 19 minus 16, the answer there is 3. When we did subtraction, we said 3 is the difference. So up to that point, we will drop down 6. So we have 4 into 36, which is 9. That one, 9 times 4 is 36. So when we subtract at this point, we are finding 0. It means our division there is complete. So we are finding 4 divided by 196 divided by 4 to be 49. So we will have 49 divided by 7 plus 7. 49 divided by 7 is giving us 7. When we did squares, we saw that 7 squared equals to 49. So 49 divided by 7, we are getting 7. Like 7 times 7 is going to give us that. So that 7 we are getting as the quotient here, we add to another 7, which was outside the first part of the operation. So our answer there becomes 14. Maybe you can try this at your own now, because you've seen what we are supposed to do. Work out 54 into 30 minus 24, closing bracket, then we add 12. You can try that. Up to that point, I hope you've understood what we are supposed to do in combined operation and how we are supposed to move about it. Next thing we are going to do is sequence, number sequence. Thank you very much for now, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.